Alrighty, we are gonna get this show on the road. Let me get this set up first. I'm gonna put the link out for some other people here. Hi, Rita Kitty. Copy link. Okay, edit. Next, edit. General. Paste. So I am gonna have my phone on the stream this time so I can actually see the chat. I've made the mistake of doing so the last couple times without and knew nothing of which was being chatted about. I gotta get one more driver into the field for Toyota. Greetings everyone that just tuned in. Double check. Apologies, I gotta get this set up. I figured I'd just do it while I started the stream. Wait for a few more people to get in. Number 9. So I like this Orlando track. I'd never seen it before until someone recommended it. It's really neat that the track goes counterclockwise from your standard speedway tracks out there. And there was a lot of 3 and 4 wide racing, so this is going to be a fun race for sure. We've established a market of sorts for the truck series, and this race will be one of the first to help with money in the series. 20, make sure, there we go. 110. No practice, no qual. Okay. So the driver that wins this first race will have 150,000 spending cash. And for the most part, that'll net you quite a few sponsors in the first round.
Favor, just touch all your seatbelts, touch all your connections, touch your Hans. Just make sure you get everything like you want it.
I'm just going to let qualifying run its course, give us all a little bit of time. Out of all the concepts I've had, I do think that this is one of my favorites, to have a super speedway truck series, and even with them racing on dirt, which will be pretty fun to watch those races too. It is a little bit gimmicky, but for the most part it should provide us with a lot of action. And I do want to say thanks to everyone that could make this happen. Without anyone else being interested in such a thing, I wouldn't have had drivers to fill the field. So it looks like our first lap times are coming in. So far, Maggie Reams is first in qualifying. They'll have another lap though, so that's not set in stone yet. We had a last-minute entry today for the field of trucks. The number 9 of Tim Hansen. I guess I was mistaken. They don't have a second lap coming through, so that was only one lap and done for the qualifying. And so Maggie Reams starts on the pole. Leads is second. Chadwick, King, Cower, Ladino, Robert, Morgan, Armstrong, Kinsella Jr. round out your top 10.
Touch your Hans. Just make sure you get everything like you want it.
As with everything, I'm going to have to relearn, or at least learn, the names as we go along. So with being a 150-mile race, it'll be 51 laps around the 3-mile super speedway. So at the back of the field, we have Jessica Hergeson with Tayden Berggren. And then we've got the 31 of Trevor Walker, along with the 9 of Tim Hansen. Next up is Tristan Reams, and then the number 13 of Ant Meeperson. The 96 of David Bird, and the 7 of Roland Heidfeld. Jordan Walker and Matthew Fastnot Kellen Oakley and John Brinker. Then we've got Zachariah Armstrong and William Kinsella Jr. This will be your top, this is your 9th and 10th place driver. In 8th and 7th is the 8 of Nathan Morgan and the 79 of James Robert. And then in 5th and 6th, we've got the 94 of Paulo Ladino and the 98 of Krista Cower. And your 3rd and 4th place drivers include the 18 of Chaz Chadwick and the 41 of James King. And then, as mentioned earlier, your front row of Philip Leeds and Maggie Reams. We are going to get the race started right now.
Gentlemen, start your engines.
The finishing positions in this race will help structure the ratings for each driver as well.
Oh, yeah, here you're
So
loud and
you'll want to
clear.
do really good in this race to
Oh, yeah, I got you loud,
basically
clear
stage your vehicle for the rest of the season. And the pace truck is off. As the trucks start getting up to speed, we're going to see a bunch of movement here for position. The 41 of James King goes high on the 2 front pole setters. Maggie Reams has sole possession over the lead right now. She's trying to play the blocking game, but Chaz Chadwick has something else to say about that. The women are looking strong as we have Krista and Maggie sitting 2nd and 3rd. And Krista's going to try to take a lead from Chaswick here. 3 wide, this is going to be a whole bunch of fun for the whole night. It looks like they're almost 5 wide in the back there. Not quite 5 wide, a lot of 4 wide there. It's nice that the track is so wide that they can get away with it without wrecking on every turn. Kellen Oakley is out front leading right now. I'm willing to wager we're going to have a photo finish for the finale of this thing too. A lot of pretty race trucks out there. Jessica Hergeson made it from dead last to the lead somehow. There are some bonuses if drivers can make it from the rear of the field to win. That's one of the perks I'm looking to give out for the structure of the sponsorship deal. If the sponsors, they're watching, so they see do something fantastic and phenomenal. David Bird was just at the back of the field. Now he's charging his way to the front. It's probably the advantage of being on the inside line. And that didn't take much time at all, as it looks like he's going to go for the lead now too. He's driving a wide truck out there trying to hold two racing lines from getting by him. And doing a pretty good job at it too. His teammate, the number 94 of Ladino, is going to try to make a move. And then you got the number 3 out of nowhere that just charged to the lead. After this race, the season starts tomorrow. The first official points paying race at 8 Bull Super Speedway. And then following 8 Bull on July 6th, the following week, we've got Indy. And it's a modified Indy. It'll be the banked Indy. We do have a week off after that, as I'll be in Arizona, so I won't be able to be around my computer. Then they go to Daytona on July 20th. And then the following week, they go to Ricky Raceway on July 27th. The series is still open to a degree. I'll make exceptions for others to join. As long as we stay under 24 drivers, we won't have to do heat races. But if we get to 25 drivers, then we will have heat races to set the field for 20. Well, Kinsella's got himself a pretty steady lead right now. James King is slowly sneaking into the picture on him. As it seems the field's kind of stretching out here on lap 7. Driver with the fastest lap so far in the race was James King in that number 41, running second. And the slowest of them all is the number 8. I'm sure we'll see some pit stops during this race too. They're not likely to be able to go all the way on 150 miles. Right now it feels like the calm before the storm. Everyone's kind of finding their spot in line, and then eventually all hell will break loose. New fastest lap was by Tristan Reams in the Wonder Bread Ricky Bobby throwback truck. He's going to try to go Talladega Nights on everyone and win it in style. And Kellen Oakley is sneaking into the picture now too. Don't count out Jessica Hergeson. She's had a strong truck to start this race. Jordan Walker's mounting another run here. Looks like he might try to go on James King for second. On the outside, he's going to get hung out high and dry. Tristan Reams gets third from him. But now you got the brothers running fourth and fifth. Looking like our lead two are playing it to perfection right now. A few drivers will get a run on them, and then they'll get snookered. It does look like we have a pretty large pack materializing with a run on the lead two. Uh-oh, the 31 has troubles. Let's see what happened here. He's got a fuel system damage, it looks like. So that's a shame for Trevor Walker, who is having a good run up to this point. And also, unfortunately, that means he's gonna inherit the lower ratings because of the unfortunate mishap. He might not be out of the race if they can get it pulled on pit road and fixed, but he's going to be laps down, and he'll have to have a wreck to help get him some positions on track. Looks like Chadwick's going to try to make a move for the second place position here. And we've also got a new fourth place driver. Now up to third, Taden Berggren. Chadwick had a rough go of it there. Tristan Reams is making it 3 wide for second place and might actually wind up getting it this time. This puts Kinsella in a sticky situation since now he doesn't have his drafting partner. He's a sitting duck out there in the lead. Taden Berggren now running inside. Our leader is seriously going to get freight trained here. Maggie Reams back up to second now after some jostling for position there. Ladino is running third. King's fallen back to fourth. We got Philip Leeds in fifth. Fast Nod up to sixth. Bergeron back to seventh. Reams back to eighth. Tristan Reams. All in the meantime, Kinsella is still out there dominating. So it looks like Trevor is still in the race, albeit 2 laps down. He's going to have to hope for some carnage and wrecks to ensue. Let's see where he is on. He's still on pit road, however, so. But if it's anything like other situations I've seen in the game, he'll probably come back out 5 laps down. So the day still, it could come around for him. They're driving really clean out there, surprisingly. We might not see the big one. Kinsella is definitely stinking up the show tonight, having led at least the last 12 laps of this race. I do imagine that green flag pit stops are around the horizon here. Oh, we got, looks like Jordan's coming in here for second. Kellen Oakley might help give him a push. Nope, Kellen goes way low. Maggie Reams is still holding on to second here, but she's got to run. It looks like Kinsella's going to have to choose where to block. And Maggie goes high. That might not have been the call because looks like Bird goes low and might be flirting with the lead here. It's pretty cool seeing the Wonder Bread paint scheme out there. The Brisk Iced Tea paint scheme looks pretty slick, by the way. That one stands out whenever you see all the trucks on track. So we're seeing, let's see. So Trevor's back out on track, 6 laps down. Best case scenario, like I've mentioned already, is he'll have to have a bunch of trucks wreck out. And we still got a bunch of trucks out on track, so anything is possible at this rate. All it takes is for one driver to have a mechanical failure, hold up the field, and cause just a major pileup of sorts. Must be the good luck of the number 3, maybe the good wrench paint scheme that Kinsella is out there leading. It's a tried and true paint scheme that's seen victory lane many times. Still amazing how civilized this race has been. Kellen Oakley is losing a bunch of positions on the high line here. Our top 5 is a little bit different than what it's been for as of recent in this race. We've got Krista Cower in 5th. You got, I believe that is, yeah, Robert. And you got Philip Leeds, as well as Reams and Kinsella, the leader still. They're looking racier in the back now. We might see an accident. A lot of jostling for position. Right now we're watching the meat of the sandwich here. Our late entry of Tim Hansen ain't doing half bad. Having started deep in the pack, he's running 3rd right now. Do we have another? Nope, no one else has had any troubles since the 31. They are looking haphazard out there right now. Seems like whenever I do a broadcast, a live broadcast, the the race cars that I'm broadcasting never wreck. And my Cup series, which I don't live broadcast because it's a full length race, and I would not be able to do that for 3-4 hours straight. My Cup series has been a big factor of wrecks this year. The Bush League, and then now that I got the Truck Series going, it's going to be interesting to see. This one, the race has gone halfway and we still haven't seen a wreck yet. Now that they're halfway as well, we won't have any weird fuel mileage conundrum. This next, when they go in for green flag pit stops, it'll be to the end of the race. All 21 trucks are all separated by under 1 second, that's simply amazing. You could throw a blanket over them. Brinker is going way low, and it seems that we might have Kinsella had pitted, yes. So Kinsella is making his pit stop right now. This could potentially hurt him being this early. No one else to draft with. This will definitely put a damper on his potential to win. So give the lead now to John Brinker in the 78. Paulo Ladino now takes the lead over, with Tim Hansen close behind. Now that the lead has been given up, we're going to see a bunch of changes for the lead. Looks like just about everyone stayed out again another lap. So Kinsella is definitely going to have to bargain on the fact that he has rubber that's fresher right now. But that ain't going to do him much good since everyone's in the draft and his fresh rubber is being basically wasted right now. You got 3 wide for the lead. And it looks like Chadwick is going to go to the lead on that one. But Heidfeld wants to take the lead as well. Zachariah Armstrong just now came to pit road. And the 41 of James King as well. A lot of varying pit strategies is going to make this race interesting with 21 laps to go. If we got a wreck right now, it would really mix things up. Bird with the lead right now. David Bird is going to lose the lead to Nathan Morgan. And we've got Kellen Oakley as well as Chad Chaswick, Jordan Walker, Tayden Berggren, Tristan Reams, and Philip Leeds. They're We'll have to see whose pit strategy pays off in the end here. Now you got the other half of the lead pack coming in. We got 20 laps to go, and it is Nathan Morgan over David Bird right now. David Bird blows by Nathan Morgan. Matthew Fastnot is making a move for the lead too. And don't count out John Brinkert. Fastnot to the lead. And then Jessica Hergeson still holding in tight there. So the last of our pitters are going to be Matthew Fastnot and David Bird. This might very well be a gamble, because I think they missed their opportunity to pit earlier. The first one in line from all these guys will be, man, it looks like Tristan Reams is going to inherit the lead after those two pit. We'll have to see. Unfortunately, the laps are clicking away much too quickly for Trevor Walker to have the potential of getting his positions back. Our last two are pitting now. We're going to have to see where they come out in relation to the others on track. Looking good so far. I don't see any of the others on the track in the background there. This will be the true test as we see them coming now. Looks like they're going to be roughly the second pack in line. They do beat them right at the line there, but they're not up to speed. So, give the lead to Tristan Reams in the Wonder Bread number 29. Kellen Oakley, James King, and make sure I'm not messing this up. Okay, so it's Chaz Chadwick. I guess that way you can't make a joke about him being a Chad. We've got Maggie Reams. So Tristan and Maggie looking pretty good here at the end. We have potential for a husband-wife 1-2. As they run right now, it's 3 Fords over 2 Toyotas, a Dodge, a Toyota, and another pair of Dodges. That Ford power is a bit too much for the rest of the field. Doesn't explain our early leader though, he's in a Chevy. Kellen Oakley is going inside for the lead. Looks like he's going to prevail. So, with 14 laps to go, it looks like it's going to be about a 8-truck fight for the win here. Actually, I take that back. A 9-truck lead. We got Zachariah Armstrong. We got Ant Meeperson. We got Jordan Walker. Got Chaz Chadwick. Maggie Reams. James King. Krista Cower. Tristan Reams. And Kellen Oakley. It would be nice to get a caution right about now and to shake up, give them all one more fair fighting chance for the win. As our second pack, which is a whole 5 seconds off the lead pack. So I'll take that back for a minute as we get Chaz Chadwick to the lead over Kellen Oakley, Tristan Reams and Maggie Reams. Zachariah Armstrong up to 5th. But as we can see, our second pack of drivers is 5 seconds back. The leader of that pack is Philip Leeds. Kinsella Jr., our previous dominant leader of this race, is mired back in roughly 15th. And then we've got another smaller pack of Ladino, Hergeson, and Heidfeld. So we'll see what the second pack can do. I highly doubt. It looks like they cut off half a second on the lead pack though, so as long as they keep organized, they might be able to charge to the front. We still got plenty of laps in this race for that to materialize. So unfortunate for Trevor Walker, who's sitting in this pack right now, but he's 6 laps down. At least they got the fuel problem fixed on the car. So back to our lead pack here. Looks like Kellen Oakley is leading over Maggie Reams right now. And Maggie goes to the lead. Zach Armstrong's looking strong there in second. And Jordan Walker is putting on a good showing too. Our previous pairing of Ford at the front is now Toyota, Dodge Toyota, and then you got Ford, Dodge, Ford, Dodge. That puts into perspective just how the second pack is in correlation to the lead pack. And it looks like Leeds is closing in on that lead pack. I don't know if it's going to be enough to get to them at the end here, because they're only about, well, they're 4 seconds off the lead pack that is, and they got 10 laps to make something of it. We'll see now that they're making it to the finish line again and see what, yep, they lost some time that time, so I don't see the second pack reaching up to the front here. If we do get a lot of fighting for the lead here, it'll slow up the lead pack though. It's looking like Maggie's holding pretty strong there in the lead. Is Jordan Walker perhaps having issues? Let's see. Nope, no one is listed as having any troubles, so he's just slowed down on track there. Ouch, the second pack actually lost almost a whole second on that lap, so. And as that's happening, we got a change for the lead with Tristan. He's gonna pass his wife for the lead. Hopefully that one doesn't come back to bite him, as it shuffles Maggie all the way back to 4th. Tristan leads on lap 44. But Maggie's not down and out. She's still running really fast out there on the outside lane. Kellen Oakley's going to have to look out because she's going to charge back by him. Our second pack lost some more time there. They're now 5.5 seconds off the lead. Reams 1-2 as they run. This time by it'll be 6 laps to go, which will be the final nail in the coffin for Trevor Walker. We gotta. It's amazing how that outside lane looks slower, but then they get the run on the front stretch and make up all for what they lose in the corners. Maggie looked like she was going to drop all the way back to 5th there, and because of the outside lane, she's now making a charge right up on the leader. Kellen Oakley is going to take this advantage to take the lead. And we've got James King making it interesting underneath Chaz Chadwick. Everyone's kind of, this is do or die at this moment. Everyone's trying to race up for the lead. You could tell that the aggression picked up all of a sudden. Tristan Reams drops all the way back to almost 7th or 8th as Kellen Oakley leads. Maggie in 2nd. It looks like James, and then Tristan, and then Chaz. Maggie takes the lead for a brief period there over Kellen. Looks like James might be, yep, James is gonna go wide, go down as low as he can to try and get as much momentum on Kellen. And it looks like it might pay off, but Tristan's also there and has a run, a momentous run on the leader. Kind of shuffles James out of the situation. Tristan back to the lead. Might try a slide job on Kellen here. And decides against it as he didn't have enough room to complete it. Man, this race is setting up as we might get a photo finish for the final. Zach Armstrong making a statement on the inside lane there. 3 wide on second. They're going to make it 4 wide for second. Who's going to come out in second on this? Looks like James King made the most of that. But Zach's got the inside line and most likely is going to make up the most momentum here. Tristan is pulling out his best Ricky Bobby. Whereas second place is the first loser. All he wants to do is win, win, win. Zach keeps flirting with it though. And out of nowhere we got Ant Me Person up to third. Solid run for Ant. It looks like that second pack is making up some momentum again. Most likely because these guys are racing so hard for the lead. But with 2 laps to go, they've got 4 seconds to make up, which is rather impossible. You're looking at your winner in this top 10 right here. Who's going to be in the right spot at the right time to make the lead? Zach looks like he's going to lead that lap. Nope. Tristan edged right at the edge there. If that was the last lap, that would have been a photo finish. We got Jordan Walker now in third, with Krista running fourth. Then Maggie getting up to fifth. Kellen, who was a contender for a while, looks like he's now shuffled out. He'll have to get a Kevin Harvick-esque run to win it now. As I mentioned that, he goes way high. But I don't think it's going to amount to much. It looks like he's going to lose position from that. So, we got the white flag. White flag is waving. And it's either going to be Zach Armstrong or Tristan Reams. Look at Maggie going down low, making a run there. I don't like the position that Tristan is in. That's a devil's kiss running out in the high side. His wife, though, however, is going to give him an opportunity to get in front and stay in front of Zach, as she's going to charge up to second. That might have been all that Tristan needed to get away from the rest of the field. As they come to the start-finish line, it's going to be a Reams 1-2 as Tristan takes home the first of the truck races for the season. Now 150,000 fake dollars richer. Maggie coming second, We got a Krista coming in third. James King in fourth. Actually, I take that back. Zach Armstrong in fourth. James King in fifth. Aunt Me Person finished sixth. And then we got Jordan Walker, who finished eighth. Kellen Oakley, who finished ninth. And then in our second pack, we had Philip Leeds finishing 10th to round out your top 10. John Brinker comes home in 11th. Tayden Berggren comes in 12th. Nathan Morgan, 13th. Matthew Fastnot, 14th. William Kinsella Jr. had to settle for 15th after leading half the race. James Robert coming home in 16th. We had David Bird in 17th. The number 9 of Tim Hansen coming in 18th. Paulo Ladino coming in 19th. Jessica Hergeson 20th. And then Roland Heidfeld and Trevor Walker unfortunately finishing in 22nd. And so yeah, for everyone that didn't have a stellar performance, the way I'm going to structure this series is you'll be able to purchase sponsors, and in those sponsors you'll be getting more to help upgrade your research and development on the truck. So your ratings are not set. You can use your in-game currency to increase the ratings on your truck. Tristan Reams, $150,000, he could use that to buy a new sponsor if he wanted to. Or he could save it up and spend it all later in the race, or later in the season to make more out of it. So congratulations to Tristan Reams on that win. And it'll probably put a smile on his face seeing that him and his wife finished 1-2. And thank you for everyone that tuned in as well. I really appreciate it. I apologize if my voice is very monotone. I want to try to bring as much excitement to this race series as I can. And I've been thinking about it all day on how I can deliver the most exciting product. And so I hope everyone enjoyed the broadcast, and there's going to be many more to come. Check. Make sure. I need this for sure. US. TU. Yep, there we go. And so let's do just a quick, before I cut the feed here, I want to go look and see the results of my series. So your pole setter, of course, was Maggie Reams, and she didn't have very far to drop as she ended up finishing second. The driver that did lead the most laps was William Kinsella Jr., and the rest of the field pretty much spread. There was a couple drivers that didn't lead a lap, but everyone kind of had an opportunity. No cautions, which is the crazy part, and I'm certain that we're going to see some crazy wrecks throughout the rest of the season because of the schedule that we've got. So alrighty, the first race is tomorrow night at 8 Bull Super Speedway. Hopefully if you guys have the free time to come check it out, I'll likely start streaming tomorrow at 6 p.m. Anything else, I'll get to you guys later on. So thanks again, and this is Jakester out.